Hello, everyone. My name is Salkuth Mind, and I am very excited to be here tonight with not just one runs, but three runs. So you're going to get to hear a lot of me tonight. The first run I'm going to do in here is Dicey Dungeons. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this game, it is a deck building roguelike, a dungeon crawler. I'll explain a little bit more of that as we continue, but first I have someone here with me to help with commentary, Kasaki.
Yeah, that's me. It's Misaki. You will not hear a lot of me. I'm just here for this game. But yeah, so I'm here to help with details while Cell does math.
Yes, because this game is full of lots of quick math and lots of thinking to be done uh, very quickly. So, in the meantime, we're going to hop over to bonus episodes because this game has the base game and two free DLCs. Which, if you like to look at this game, the game is 75% off uh, on Steam right now. So, hurry on over and grab this game if it looks interesting to you afterwards. But we're going to be playing the Halloween special, which is a DLC. There's 3 possible characters out of the 6 total in the game. We're going to be doing the Warrior. Uh, it's a little bit different. It's a slightly smaller enemy pool. It's a slightly smaller pool of items. All in all, there's some unique differences to the Halloween episode. We're going to be doing all fights. The categories for this game is complex. So that means I have to do every single fight. I can't just take the shortest path to the end. I got to do every single fight, clear the dungeon fully. I'm just going to wait to confirm from tech that we are good to count down, and then time will begin. Yes. And I also heard that there'll be a special little surprise at the very end of this run. So we're gonna get to see some bonus dicey dungeons.
This is going to be a good time.
It will.
It's gonna be very, very good. Warrior here, as you can see, so a little bit lore on the warrior. The warrior is the first character you ever play in this game. This is your starting tutorial character, and in the Halloween episode, this is also the easiest of the 3. We also have the inventor, and we have the witch. Warrior's really easy, but in Reunion, the other DLC, the warrior is actually one of the hardest characters to play. So, some interesting little facts with this game while we're just waiting for confirmation from tech. We are good to go. Also, I hope you're going to enjoy this music. I'd love to see some dance emotes in chat if you are enjoying the music, but looks like tech is ready. So, time will begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So yeah, the Halloween episode is fun because you're not seeing the base game to see what the enemies normally look like, but because it's Halloween, they're all dressed up and even more adorable than normal. So enjoy the costumes; they are an absolute delight.
The artist worked very hard to make these costumes.
She did. She is also a delight, to be fair.
The artist for this game is also very, very lovely. I've had the privilege of having her on comms for me a couple of times when running this game. Okay, that's not my best choice of weapon to obtain there. So even if I wasn't doing all fights, if I was just doing any percent, I would still go and do that particular fight. And the reason is I want to be able to obtain that item that's back there. And as well, by completing both fights on this first floor, I leave the first floor at full health because I will have leveled up. So when you level up, you gain go back to full health and you gain a die. And then sometimes you're offered a choice. Kisaki, do you want to explain that rule thing that just popped up? Because that's not normally there.
Yeah, so there's not normally rules except for I think in episode 6 in the base game.
Correct.
But so in this we'll get a new rule as we go down the floor and they do stack up on each other. But basically, the rule for this one is each time we have like a constant state of fury, which makes things go off twice. But there's only a 50-50 shot that is going to happen. So any equipment Cell uses could potentially go off twice, which is very handy, all things considered. And then we will keep stacking rules as we go.
Yeah, as you saw there on the first weapon that I used there, it procced double, which is the Fury in action.
Yes, yeah, that's the Fury going off. When we get to the next level, start with all enemies will get 50% extra health, so that adds its own little complexity to it. And starting on level 4, the most interesting thing is all status effects for enemies and for ourselves are completely doubled. So that can make for some even more interesting items.
Boomerangs. They are the ideal weapon we want for this run. Just in general, warrior runs typically want boomerangs. But Kazaki, do you want to explain a little bit about the boomerang?
Yeah, so the boomerang's really interesting because it goes and hits the enemy, but then also comes back and damages you as well. As it starts out, whatever die you put on there does double that damage to the enemy and just that flat amount to yourself. If you can upgrade it, it still does double damage to the enemy, but it does a flat rate 3 damage to you, so it's not quite as consequential if you put like 5 or 6 on it.
Yeah, so the first thing we do is we're actually going to go quickly upgrade one of the boomerangs. Let me check what's in here. Oh, I might actually take that whip. Let's fight Handyman. So the one advantage of doing the all fights route is I have some flexibility in the order I fight. I can strategize a little bit about the order I want to do. We'll do that.
Okay, and what you just saw Cell do there is use the Warrior's Limit Break, which normally is something else. But for the Halloween episode, it's just recovery. You just get to heal yourself every time you use it, and it builds up as you take damage. So that's one of the big advantages of the boomerang is you're pretty much constantly taking damage and building up that limit break meter.
It can be a double-edged sword, though, the boomerang, because you can sometimes just do too much damage to yourself, and it's non-recoverable. But yeah, while we are finishing up this floor, Stump, if there's anything that you would like to jump in and add.
Sure. For the next couple runs, there are some bid wars, so let's take a look at those. Quickly reload that here to make sure I'm... For the next run, the Red Lantern, we have a bid war to choose the dogs for the team. It is currently a 3-way tie between Bodega, Noodle, and Slayer. But that will be for the beginning of the next run, so if you want to affect that, be sure that you get your donations in.
Yes. Let's see some puppies. It's a game full of some very cute doggos, but I'm excited to see the team that your donations help form.
Yes.
Oh, whoa!
Crystal Sword, nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to not flip into full game mode. So last night I was actually doing a full game run at another event, and that's a category that uses glitches. So my brain is still kind of in mode for that category, not this one. But you know what? We will do our best to not get mixed up on what run we're doing.
Okay, but that does beg the question, does the glitch work in the Halloween episode, technically?
It should, to my knowledge. There's no reason why I wouldn't.
Interesting. the glitch in question being it's a duplication glitch. You can duplicate your items, so you can have an inventory full of boomerangs or crystal swords and just absolutely destroy things.
Poison is also very highly powered in this particular episode because with the pumpkin spice rule, it doubles all status effects, and poison is a status effect, which means it it gets doubled. Oh, hello, rotten apple. I thought that was health. Welcome to sort of the mimic of this game. The mimic's it's a little bit annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world to fight.
Right. Look, hey, you just got triple proc crystal sword, so
Yeah, I can't complain.
At you.
I cannot complain. There we go. This is moving very quickly.
It is moving very, very.
Upgrade. We're gonna upgrade this one. Let me see what the trade is. All right. Oh boy, I gotta do all these fights. We're gonna take the wisp first. So there's a kraken on this floor. I am not very happy to see the kraken. That's kind of the worst enemy role. But Kasaki, do you want to explain a little bit about some of the fights that we are seeing on this floor?
Yeah, so the Kraken is kind of one of the worst because it has a ton of health, but it also causes tons of status effects to the player. Like for one of them, it can blind your dice, which makes it where you can't actually see the value. Which in a game of math, not knowing it makes it algebra. It tosses letters into your math, and that's no fair. And then I believe it can also curse you, unless I'm misremembering things. And curse
Yes, it can.
Yeah, it makes it to where some of your equipment just doesn't work. It just doesn't go off. But now we have Cornelius, who is absolutely adorable, especially in his hot dog outfit. And fun fact about Cornelius, in my notes that Cell has given me for this game, the only note I got for Cornelius was ooh. So if you want to toss some ooh-woos in the chat for us, that would be lovely for Cornelius.
Cornelius is very adorable.
Agreed.
Cornelius is also very scary though, because if Cornelius does succeed in taking that down by 99, we're just dead because I don't have 999 health. That's not a thing.
Yeah, that is outside the realm of even possibilities within the game.
At least not without modding. I am going to buy some more health to go fight the Kraken, because oh boy.
RNG giveth, RNG taketh.
Oh, okay. I'm not mad about that. Or that could be the easiest Kraken fight I've ever had.
Yeah, so apparently RNG is just giving today. It's just giving.
You know, knock on wood, knock on wood. You know, the game deserves to do it to me after yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was rough.
Ow. Okay.
Not quite dead.
Not ideal, but not terrible. I'll live. Actually, hang on. No, I can just do this. I don't have to actually do damage. Boom. Poison.
Nice.
Quick math. All right. On to the boss. What we gonna get? We got Drake. Okay, so Drake is a boss where we have to use a very special piece of equipment to finish him off. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Drake is a vampire. As you would expect, you have to use the wooden stake, or otherwise you can't actually kill him.
Now, in Halloween episode, Drake is kind of annoying because he'll do an awful lot of damage to you just from poison, which is the real pain of this particular episode. I'm gonna dump all of these into this.
Yeah, you really just need to worry about taking that down. Because the poison should keep him pretty well within range.
Because the final 5 damage has to be done by this. Which everything's blinded, so it's hard to see. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. This is not the worst.
There we go.
And time is... That's time.
GG.
GG.
That felt very fast.
That did feel very,
That
very
felt
fast.
very, very fast. I'm feeling that might be a PB? Question mark? Maybe. I'd have to check. That was speedy.
That felt speedy to me.
That was very fast. But hey, you know what that means? We get to go.
Straight
And
to
we
the
get to go. We're gonna check out the witch. We're gonna check out this special episode, which is very unique in that it has no RNG, which I know that feels wrong in an event all about randomizers and roguelikes, but you know, we're gonna have a little break from the RNG and do something with no RNG.
Well, just want to remind everyone before that there is still a bid war open for in the next run to choose the dogs for the Red Lantern team. Barkley, Finn, and Gale haven't gotten anything yet, so perhaps one of you could put them ahead.
Yes, indeed. I'll be taking the top 2 dogs from that bid war, so you got just a little time because I have to pick the team at the start of the game. So
pick those dogs.
yes, donate for the doggos. Donate to our fantastic cause. All right. So time will start upon clicking start. So tech is ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, thank you. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing. And Kisaki, do you want to explain a little bit?
Yeah, so the witch works entirely differently from the warrior, so it's going to look nothing like what we just saw. But with the witch, it is the same fight. It is just a straight line path to each fight, each level. Basically, Cell has, for the most part, just memorized what needs to be done with the assistance of notes at times. And it's extremely impressive to watch, especially the last fight of the round. It's just math after math after math. it's crazy and really, really fun.
Yeah, the witch is already in the base game more of a puzzle-based character, and so we really get to see that here. I do have my notes open, just because I'm not totally confident that I'm not gonna forget what I'm doing.
Hey, no worries, stuff happens.
You must, in this fight, in this episode, you must knock out the enemies the first try. If you don't, they reset, they do 1 damage to you, and fully reset their health, which is very annoying. We don't want that.
Yeah, it really is just a whole bunch of puzzles over and over again.
Mm-hmm. This one is mostly just muscle memory, once you know the solutions.
But we get Cornelius again.
And we're going to get to see the special boss of this DLC, if you want to explain who that is briefly, Kisaki.
Yeah, so it's the only place that they show up, but there's pumpkin spice. They are technically immune to having their dice locked or frozen, but that's not really a thing. It doesn't really matter. So we'll get to see pumpkin spice in all their magnificent glory, and also watch Cell just melt through them.
Pumpkin Spice is a fun fight in the Warrior. We unfortunately got Drake, but you know what? We will take seeing her here. Okay. This. I had to think for a second what I was doing. All right. Be prepared for there being a lot of dice on screen. Don't panic. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Everyone, just stay nice and calm. I am a professional dice handler.
It's very wild, very fast.
Dice. I need to dice grip, and then I need to chisel, and then I need to chisel, and then this, and then let's go do this, this. For tech, time is coming up, and time.
GG.
That is the witch. And in case you're wondering, this wheel that spins, no, you're never going to succeed. It's permanently rigged. You're just kind of permanently trapped in the dungeons, unless that's a spoiler for if you want to check out this game, or if you want to go watch a full game run, which is another category I do run as well. Like I said, this is a fantastic game. Seriously, highly recommend it if you enjoy roguelikes. It's on sale, 75% off on Steam right now. Go check it out. Go grab it. Really good game. Kasaki, is there anything you want to shout out quickly before we hop off to our next game?
No, I volunteer a lot, so you'll probably see me around various events or on Twitter talking about various events. But yeah, I don't stream or anything, so cool.
Yeah. And you'll see me around in the next rounds. I'll do my shoutouts later, but yeah, I will be back shortly with the next run.